show where you get to know all you need to know.
To know how to work the board right?
Yes.
Oh.
Peter. Anyway, you're listening to Santa Clarita's hometown station, AM 1220, KHTS. It's a Gazette Radio Hour, the radio digest version of the Santa Clarita Gazette and Free Classifieds, with me, Doug, and John sitting over here.
Yeah, there you are.
And Ben Oakley, our restaurant critic, on the line. Now, here's the deal. I'm the only one alive. I like to eat Thanksgiving dinner, if I had my way, 8 o'clock at night.
All right, seriously, after all the football games?
And then you go to bed. Or Christmas dinner late.
No.
This is how I roll.
Okay,
but I never get my way, so it's always early. What happens is I don't want to eat a big load of food during the first half, because then I'm dragging the second half.
No, you eat during the second half. You eat at halftime.
not me.
Halftime, you get ready, and then you start eating.
Ben, what about you?
Ben, when do you eat?
Here's my thoughts. Hors d'oeuvres and drinks in the first quarter. Second quarter is the clam chowder.
Oh.
Halftime and third quarter is the prime rib with drinks and the main course. And then, of course, the fourth quarter is Seattle's best coffee and cupcakes. That'll make you happy.
Gee, I'm guessing you're picking Seattle. Is that what you're saying?
I didn't say that.
I was asking.
Now, Mr. Oakley, if you do it that way, the fourth quarter, you're going to be dozing off in your chair.
No, because the game will be exciting by then. It's a very valid way to play it.
I don't know.
I'll
be tired. I'd be all run down and grouchy.
Doug, you may not even stay up for the entire game anyway. Forget the Super Bowl.
Yeah, if it's not close.
Yeah.
You know what we would do for you, Doug?
What?
We'd make a little package to take home with you. You can eat before bedtime.
That sounds great. What
do you think, Doug?
Okay.
Now who's grumpy and slow?
Yeah, it's Doug. It's Doug. What do you expect? So Mr. Oakley, okay, aside from what you're going to do, where other places do you think you could get really good takeout for the Super Bowl?
Well,
you're going to put him on the spot.
I like to put Mr. Oakley on the spot because he's in studio. He can't hurt me.
I wouldn't want to do that anyway. You're a big guy. You'd probably make me cry. At any rate, I would certainly think that whatever your favorite pizza is, whatever your favorite pizza shop is, order from there. I would think that whatever your favorite wings are, those types of things.
Oh, yeah.
Any kind of barbecue, any kind of... whatever is your favorite food that makes you feel comfortable that you get to enjoy from your favorite restaurant.
You know, I don't know if a lot of folks know about this, but obviously Buffalo Wild Wings is open here in Canyon Country.
Right.
And the thing about them is they sell all their different sauces in bottles.
Like to-go bottles?
Yeah. Oh, and you can go get them to go. So you could...
You can get them in an IV?
You could buy them. You could buy the different sauces and then get the wings plain, and you can bring them home, and then people have their choice.
So Mr. Oakley, if somebody were going to show up at your party, say, perhaps uninvited, through inadvertence, what type of stuff should they bring? I mean, what's the proper etiquette here? You're Mr.
Well, for me, I would suspect that they would bring the appropriate libation of their choice.
Okay, that's important.
For me, it's going to be gin and tonic, and for others, it'll be Manhattan on the rocks, and of course, there'll be soft drinks and those types of things, and beer, and of course, Seattle's best coffee at the end of the fourth quarter.
All right, Mr. Oakley, now we're going to put you on the spot again. Who do you like? Who are you picking?
I am picking Seattle, and the reason is I happen to be a big fan of Pete Carroll. Because remember, I believe it was 2 seasons ago, and they were playing a team, and that team had a horrible call that did not go in their favor, and Seattle got a touchdown. Do you recall that?
Yes.
What did Pete Carroll do? He was mum. He didn't say a word.
Yeah.
I loved it. That's it. I'm
so that's why you're picking him, because of that.
I live in Seattle, and I go there often.
All right.
Okay.
All right, Mr. Oakley, thank you very much, sir. It's been an honor and a privilege.
It's a pleasure talking to you. Who are you guys picking?
Oh,
you'll have to listen.
Say yet. You'll have to listen to the whole show.
Okay, my pleasure.
Thanks, Ben.
All right.
All right, John.
Oh, that made me hungry.
I'm getting tired of football already.
Oh, Doug, stop it.
You know the hype leading up to this?
It's awesome.
The game. No.
How can you not?
Let's talk a little politics. Come on, just a little. How about city politics? No, let's do city.
All right, I can handle city politics.
Okay.
Just working through some technical difficulties over here. Don't mind me, Doug.
We could have a guest come into the studio and break the microphone.
What a novel concept.
we We have with us the news director of KHTS and a contributing writer to the Gazette, Mr. Perry Smith.
I did not like that microphone anyways. Thank you, guys.
Somebody sabotaged these mics today.
This is much better. How are we doing?
Anyway, Perry, how you doing?
I blame
I'm good,
Peter.
I'm good. I'm ready to talk city politics or anything within the realm of Santa Clarita Valley that you guys would like to discuss.
So who do you like in the Super Bowl?
Almost anything. I know you, Doug. I got to be careful. I got to preface my statements with that.
What's that supposed to mean?
Oh, you know what that means.
Wow, what does that mean?
I don't know.
Okay, good, 'cause
He called me on that. I didn't think he was going to call me on that.
It scared
Thought
me.
it was just understood that Doug
Yeah.
is nefarious.
I really liked the article that was in the Gazette this week that you wrote, and it wasn't on any individual candidate. It was on the overall strategies that the candidates need to employ to try to get the public to notice them come voting day.
I thought that was interesting. Everybody kind of employs their own method, but I think the bottom line that we were looking at was that there's no substitute for getting out there and shaking as many hands as you can.
Or walk in the precincts.
Exactly.
Because you wonder, in business, that's all you got to do, your social networking, social emails and all that sort of thing.
Right.
Are these guys employing that?
Well, yeah, to a certain extent, but I think also when you talk about the hyper-local level, it's much more personal because another thing that the political science professor I was talking about in the story was saying that it's really about connecting with those few people. You never know who's going to make a sale, but you can pretty much tell who's going to vote. There's certain segments that are much higher prevalent, and so if you can target that as much as possible, and there are certain ways to do that, then that's what you want to do.
Did it seem to you like they're waiting for the last minute? Because my thought process was, if I was going to do something like that, nobody's going to care about the city election until maybe, there's an election today? We should go vote.
Well, that's an interesting point, John, but I think also it's about building that momentum up. The more, what everybody was saying, that it's about confidence and it's about comfort that builds that confidence. And so the more times you can get your name repeated out there, one thing that it wasn't in the story, but the political science professor mentioned to me was that, if you hear something like 7 times before it sticks. And you think about that, hearing that message, and how are you going to get people to connect
unless
with
you're Doug, in which case it takes much more than 7
Only
times.
10.
Only 10 every other hour.
And that's still very good.
Yeah, that's good for him. All right. Hey, listen, can you stick around till after the break? We ran a little late with Mr. Oakley talking about food, which is really, I'm really hungry now, Doug. Can we just
Politics is better.
Can we blow off the rest of the show and talk about the Super Bowl? All right, no. We got Perry in here. All right, you're listening to Gazette Radio Hour with Doug and John, Santa Clarita's hometown station, AM 1220 KHTS. We'll be right back.